I remember the night we celebrated inside the walls of Troy, wine spilling over bronze cups, laughter crashing against marble pillars, warriors boasting of glory as if the gods themselves were listening. The loudest man in the room is the easiest target. He stood near the torches, armor polished, voice thunderous. He spoke of how no blade could pierce him, how no enemy dared speak his name without trembling. Then came the sound, not a trumpet, not applause, a scream cut short by steel. The shadows moved faster than his pride. A blade found the seam beneath his arm precisely where he had sworn he was untouchable. By dawn, his blood stained the stones, and the men who survived, they were the ones who did not speak. I speak to you now from the ashes of Troy. The wind still drags dust across broken marble. The walls that once defied empires now whisper a single lesson. A revealed position is a destroyed position. In war, visibility is vulnerability. A torch in the night does not intimidate the enemy. It guides his aim. I watched men climb the battlements and shout their names into the dark. They believed noise was power. They believed attention was immortality. But the enemy does not fear your voice. He studies it. He must it. He waits for it to expose the crack in your armor. Today, you do the same, only your battlefield is digital. You broadcast your ambitions to strangers. You announce your training, your money, your plans. Understand this: a social media broadcast is tactical suicide. You are painting a target on your own shield and calling it confidence. If you would stand with me, then join the silent legion. Subscribe and take your place among men who understand that discipline speaks in whispers. And tell me, from what corner of the world do you stand guard today? Leave your mark in the comments. A warrior should never be invisible to his own kind. He carved his name into his own shield, not for memory, for worship. He wanted the enemy to know who hunted them. He wanted his legend to travel faster than his spear. Each night, beneath the torches of Troy, he proclaimed his invincibility. He lifted his bronze helm and showed the scar on his jaw like a trophy. No blade has found my throat, he would say. But pride is a map, and enemies study maps. Across the field, a patient archer listened. He did not shout, he did not boast. He watched how the warrior moved, how he lifted his shield to high when he charged, how the seam beneath his collarbone opened for a breath when he roared. On the seventh dawn, the arrow flew. It did not strike by luck, it struck by knowledge. It entered the exact space the warrior had revealed 100 times while demanding admiration. He did not die because he was weak. He died because he was seen. You call it validation now. You carve your victories into glowing screens. You announce your discipline before it is forged. You flex before the muscle is built. And every post whispers your weaknesses to men who are watching in silence. A wall does not fall from the outside first. It falls when something inside opens the gate. In Troy, we feared spies more than swords. A single whisper in the wrong ear could undo 10 years of bloodshed. A secret kept was a city saved. A secret betrayed was a funeral pyre waiting for flame. Your phone is orgied, and you open it daily. When you announce your next move, your business, your transformation, your ambition, you believe you are building accountability, but you are surrendering surprise. And surprise is the sharpest blade a man can carry. There are men who feed on unfinished dreams. Energy vampires. They smile in your comments. They clap at your declarations. But behind the curtain, they measure your timeline. They calculate your weakness. They wait for fatigue to set in so they can whisper doubt into your ranks. The moment you speak your plan, your mind tastes reward too early. The brain confuses applause with achievement. You feel progress without earning it. And the siege within your own walls begins. In war, we moved supplies at night. We shifted battalions before dawn. The enemy never knew where we would strike because we never told him. Silence was not fear. Silence was strategy. Understand this breach. The more you broadcast, the more you bleed. The modern battlefield is digital, but the law is ancient. Conceal your strength until it is irreversible. If you would survive the siege, you must learn to disappear without retreating. Stealth is not cowardice, it is controlled presence. The wolf does not announce the hunt. The blade does not warn before it cuts. First seal your gates. Reduce what you reveal. Your goals are not public property. They are sacred war plans. Speak them only to those who stand shield to shield with you. Second, enter what you call monk mode. I call it siege discipline. Fewer words, fewer distractions, no scattered energy. Your time becomes rationed like grain in a starving city. Every hour accounted for. Every action deliberate. Third, replace noise with repetition. Train when no one is watching. Build when no one applauds. Study when others scroll. The unseen hours are the stones that reinforce your walls. Fourth, control your signals. No premature celebration. No cryptic hints. No theatrical announcements. When you move troops at midnight, you do not light torches to narrate the march. Understand this clearly. Privacy is protection, not hiding. Hiding is fear of being seen. Privacy is the decision to be seen only when the fortress is complete. Let the results make the noise. When the gates open, let them open to victory. Let them see the finished blade, not the sparks of its forging. That is how a modern warrior moves in shadows and winds. I have watched a city burn because men could not control their tongues. I have seen walls crumble because pride demanded an audience. Do not mistake attention for strength. Fire attracts arrows. If you continue to broadcast every ambition, every strategy, every small victory, you will not be attacked by chance. You will be studied, measured, timed. The enemy does not rush. He waits for patterns, and you are giving him a map. Go dark, not in bitterness, not in fear. Go dark with purpose. Withdraw your announcements. Withdraw your need for applause. Let silence become your armor and discipline your perimeter wall. Build in private. Train in silence. Execute without warning. When the time comes, your results will speak with a voice far louder than any post ever could. Move in shadows. Let them see your victory, never your work.